You know, I've been plumbing for over 50 years, and in that time you get tools that you love the most that you take with you everywhere, and the tools you find you probably wasted your money on, should never have bought, and tools that are there, they're used now and again, but not as often as these tried and tested tools that you tend to use all the time. You always have one particular favourite, and for me that one particular favourite is this one here. This little stubby spanner was one of my best tools I ever bought about 30 years ago. It was in one of those cheap tool shops you used to get around then, and it cost £4. I thought that's never going to be any good, but I'll give it a try. But what I liked about it was its length. It's so short. This meant I could get into pipes and surroundings where other spanners were just too long, and it meant I'd hit a wall or hit a boundary. So this thing was lovely. You could get in there, tight small areas. It fitted most things. I mean, like this little nut here, it soon go out to it, and you could twist and turn that or do around. So 50mm nuts and things on pipes was really good. But also, the main important thing was that with 22mm nuts, I could get on those as well, which you never could. Look at that, it gets straight on there, and it's on, and it's been durable. I've hammered this thing with a hammer, club hammer and so forth. The jaws never gave in or broke, so it was always useful, especially just to go from 22 to 15. Normally you had to use different spanners. You had to change the one that went to 15 was this long, but then to get the 22mm spanner on it was longer again, so you had to keep changing spanners. It was a right headache. So that was very handy. But what else was useful about it is that it came right off, so it can come right out that far and come off. Now what's the point of that, you might say? Well, you can turn it round and put it back in. Now what's interesting is that and you can see that has got teeth on that jaw, so that means that you could use it as a pipe wrench. It would actually grip pipe in the middle there, grip my little finger, there you go, and you could turn it because that would actually grip it. Not as good as a pair of Stilsons, I know, I'm not going that far, but still would save you a lot of times having to change and get a pair of Stilsons, because that would do the job for you. So this is my favourite all-time spanner. Yeah, it's just gone on and on. I've been probably just lucky, I don't know. There's lots of these around now, but you won't find many of them with that serrated edge there, so that you can clamp onto pipe and undo pipe. Then there's not much need for that these days. There's not much iron barrel pipe or things like that about today, so probably why you won't find them. My other secondary tool, that obviously is the main one as well, I will just show you my other two. So I tend to take these two out as a pair, is these Footprints. Great tool, will do most jobs. Don't be tempted to get the thumb wheel ones. There's some that have got a thumb wheel in there, and you adjust it and it goes up and down on a thumb, because it's very floppy, like the jaw is misaligned. So you've got that much play there in the jaw, but with the thumb ones it's really bad. So don't be tempted for the thumb wheel ones. Get Footprints and get the make that says Footprint. Don't get any other look-alike make. They won't be as good. Good tools. So there we are. But as I say, main thing about this video was this old spanner, this little short stubby that I've had for 30 years, and it's gone on and on and on. I'm sure you've got a tool in your box that you use most of the time that you just can't do without, and that's mine. Anyway, that's all though. Just wanted to clear that one up. Someone asked me about it. What tools have you used over the years that you've used the most and will always go back to? And that made me think, well, I will just bring them up and show you the one. That's the main one, and obviously the Footprint's second best as well. But in the main, that little beauty there. Okay, that's it though. All my stuff, you have to go usual place. Derek 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.